This is Damaraland, Namibia. My Namibian friends are working on a long-term documentary about the life of Hermann Juroko Kasaona, who's working as a wildlife ranger. And when we got into that village, I was really excited to learn from Juroko.
This is a windmill, the old
Here are 4 things I learned from spending time with Juroko. Number 1, cattle and animals are a pretty important part of the everyday life here in Damaraland.
Om die bokke te hou ook, hulle het baie dinge wat aan die mense bring. Die bokke ontslag hom as vleis by die huis. Die bok ons melk hom, gebruik melk by die huis om koste daarmee te eet. Die bokke se vel, ons gebruik hom ook as gewoonlik. Die mense het ook al velle aangetrek gehad as 'n klere. So die bokke is baie dinge wat aan die mense doen.
By the way, I used to be vegan a few years ago, but here I realized that farming with goats can be way more sustainable. I mean, we could also import a bunch of vegan alternatives over here, wrapped in plastic. I think you get the point.
En as jy nie bokke het nie of 'n vee het nie, jou lewe sal bietjie swaar wees. Die bokke hulle maak lewe bietjie goedkoper.
This is a holy fire. So we are studying at holy fire.
We even joined the holy fire ceremony. Let Juroko explain for a moment.
'n Heilige vuur is 'n plek waar ons sê net, is waar ons by mekaar kom en met onze oorlede mense daarmee praat. One of the older, hy sal daar so sit by daai klip. Dan moet hy met die oorlede mense pas dat die gesond almal in die huis gesond wees.
Hey Jole, muko mbwa honge mwandu ajihanga ko ndandan. Hey Jole, Watemba.
Here I witnessed a slaughtering and some traditional practices I better keep for the documentary. But it was amazing to be able to film a ceremony like that, where they slaughter the sheep in a traditional way. Number 2. While we assume wildlife is incredibly dangerous, Juroko even tracks these animals to see where they hide. That way he's able to protect his goats. As a farmer and ranger, he's surrounded by wildlife all the time.
Yeah, this is a hyena track. Like just pass here.
I learned to respect it, to appreciate it, and that we have to share our limited space with it. Whatever I filmed, Juroko tells the story about it.
It's a person one. Don't choose to cook anything or fry anything. Dan mix hulle met die vleis saam. Later hy so sy mag op.
Just walking around these stunning landscapes felt like I was in a National Geographic documentary. Number 3. Cameras are simply everywhere. Not just mine, not just the boys' drone. There was a guy even filming the holy fire ceremony. Have a look how he's getting us into frame. And when we got to a Himba village, Juroko simply explained that we wanted to shoot the movie and they've been like, alright, let's do it.
Het is original Himba, maar nou ons, omdat ons hierdie klere kom aangetrekken, nou sê ons is nou die Hereros. Hoe hulle aantrek, dis hoe hulle 'n pragtige lyk ook. Ons kan niks kawa nie. Dat is sekere betekenis ook. Dat is sekere betekenis daar. Om die babakie bly te maak. Voor je die babakie misschien laat slapen, dan moet je hem eerst met hem spelen in je handen beetje.
Rafael has been here before, and even tourists could just come around and buy souvenirs and stuff. After a few minutes, they acted as if we were not there, or at least our cameras. Main highlight that day, we even joined a dance session. To be honest, I was wearing that same shirt over and over again. Everything gets really sandy, and this is just the perfect color for a desert trip. And finally, number 4. Living here is free. The government owns the land, but it's leased by the traditional authorities. No rent, no sales. But you need to get the respect of the community before you just walk in and set a camp. I mean, it's interesting to see these modern vibes with cars and phones, with like this traditional housing style, for example. I even call it the communal way of life in Namibia. And I really like that idea. Alright, there's so much to unpack, and I'm sure I've left you with plenty of questions. Just to be clear, I'm not an expert. I'm just sharing what I've learned, because I think it's pretty important to get a new perspective once in a while. As a German filmmaker, connecting with the Herero was a valuable experience. I can't wait to watch the final documentary and maybe even traveling back to Damaraland one day. Make sure to subscribe to get more perspectives on life. That would be awesome. See you in my next video.